Hey, welcome to Scatterbrain Kingdom, where we focus on food, family, fun, and traveling. Where I'm your host, Sean Seven, along with my lovely wife, Queen Kimmy. And what works for us might not work for you. So take what you need and leave what you don't.
What? Sean Seven did that. Get it, boo? Hey. Now, what's going on, everybody? Like you said, Sean Seven, Queen Kimmy. And of course, you know I'm Queen Kimmy. Don't you hear my voice just sounds all queenly and stuff? Don't I sound queenly and stuff, babe?
You already know it.
That's what I'm talking about. So, Scatterbrain Kingdom, your podcast for the lifestyle of Sean and Kim. And let me tell you, honey, what a lifestyle it is. Because let me tell you, we done been through some stuff over here. We done been high, we done been low, we done been almost to the flow.
What, you a rapper now?
Yeah, I'm trying to rap now. That's what's up. So, guys, we ain't always had it good, and we know that sometimes people don't realize that when you got it good, that's when you're supposed to be putting tools and tips in your store bag, in your storehouse for when things get bad. You have to remember that when you have years of plenty, you got to keep in mind that the law of motion is always going from left to right and up and down and round and round. So you got to be prepared for those years of plenty and those years of famine. So, with that in mind, one thing that we want to be mindful of is family. That's one of our focuses here at Scatterbrain Kingdom,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
And as parents, we were looking up this week what are the most important things that we can do with our kids.
Yep. And one of those things was having a family meal with your
My
kids.
husband does not know how to drag on a conversation, guys. Now, he just going to give y'all the answer. But I want to drag it on a little bit. But he just going to jump right in there and just give y'all the answer.
You should have threw a cue card or a finger up or a wink the eye or something.
But in all the research that we've been doing, talking about how we finna revamp the show, we already done identified that one of the things that we were going to be doing was we have to learn how to give the information in a way that's captivating and intriguing versus just jumping to the inference. You know, you just want to just jump straight in.
You had gave them such a setup already. I thought I didn't have to do anything but just be like, bam, here it is.
Well, here what it is, baby. We gonna go ahead and get this thing started off, y'all, because we always start off with a fun fact from Sean Seven.
You already know.
We slice and dice that thing. And after we talk about it, guess who you get to hear? Tell them, babe.
You get to hear the word of the day from no other than the lovely Queen Kimmy.
All right. So it's my favorite part of the show, guys, when we go the word of the day from Sean Seven. So you know I
word
go.
Word of the day or a fun fact.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Ooh, he feeling all. Ooh. Did he just scratch me?
You got to get my segment right, man. That's all I ask.
Did you scratch me just then?
No, never that.
Ooh, because you know the saying is happy wife.
Happy life.
We're going to talk about that one day, but I don't think that's fair that it should be happy wife,
that's
happy
another
life.
Subject, like you said. We'll get on that. We'll talk about it.
Okay, we're going to talk about that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with what?
No other than the fun fact with your boy.
No. Fun fact with Sean Seven.
All right, guys. So we're going to jump right into it. My fun fact is eating with your kids, having family dinner with your kids, with your family, you know, the importance of it. And to me, I think it's very important, especially for kids when you're eating as a family with the young ones, because you get to have a family discussion about what they did that day. You get to find out how they went at school, how their day went, period. I mean, it's because over a good meal, people love to talk. Even as adults, we love to talk when we eating a good meal.
Well, that's not necessarily true, because when I was little, you know, like some people I would be seeing, you know, I'm a TV fanatic. They would be like, you don't supposed to talk at the dinner table because food be flying out your mouth and stuff. So you're just supposed to eat and not talk so you can just eat your food and get on about your business. What you say about that?
I mean, yeah, back growing up, when we were growing up, yeah, that's how our parents was. But I know now, children love to talk. When they sitting at the table with their family, they love to talk. When you ask them a question, they more prone to answer that question to you when they sitting there eating and having a meal, nice meal, versus when they just sitting around watching TV or just playing a game. You can't really get a conversation out of them, or their heads in their phone. But when they're at the dinner table, they focus. Everybody's right there focused on that meal, and you can actually get a conversation in.
Okay. So, of course, we do the research when we pick these topics to talk about. And I thought it was very interesting that there are scientific reasons for eating dinner with your family or with your kids. And one of those reasons that came up, we were reading an article on Fatherly when we were talking about the stay-at-home father last week. If you have a chance, go back and listen to that podcast from that one. But it was talking about how the littlest family member sharing at the dinner table with parents does several awesome things. Like, first, it promotes language skills as you talk with them and your partner about the day. It helps them to develop patience. It helps them to learn how to develop social skills and manners. It helps to improve their mental health. It helps to bond the family. It helps to promote better grades. It helps with physical health. It helps with increased savings. What are some other things? It helps with drug use because they know that they have to come sit down to the table with their parents. So because they know they have to sit down at the table with their parents, they're not going to go out and use drugs because they'll be identified or spotted out as soon as they sit down at their table. So they can't just come and go as they please because that family dinner is going to hold them accountable and make them have to face their parents and the consequences of things that they've done that day. So I thought that was really, really interesting. Did you eat dinner with your family growing up? Or did y'all only do it on holidays?
We didn't even do it on holidays. Because be real with you, even on holidays, everybody just got their plate, made their plate. Like, we'll bless the food as a family, but everybody get their plate and go wherever and eat, It was never like a big... Matter of fact, only time I do remember sitting and really eating at the table with family like that is when my grandmother would cook for church, for like the people that from the church.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
That was it.
I promise you that's like the only time we did it too. But my thing was, I felt some type of way because I
already know what you're going to say. What?
Nah.
What you finna say?
We had to wait till the pastor and we had to wait till the church pastor and folks eat before we could eat. Now we cheerings.
No, what I was finna say was that was when the good plates, the good china,
that's what I'm saying,
and all that came out, and that's when the good food, like Granny actually, she never knew how to make a lasagna, right? But she learned how to make a lasagna just for that occasion. And let me tell you, when I say that the lasagna was fire, the lasagna was fire. Granny made a bomb lasagna, but she would only make it when they came. So we would get the good china. We could eat off the good china and got the good meals when the people from church came over. Even though Granny could cook good, period, but like the 5-star meals, we got them when them folks came over.
What is your idea of a 5-star meal besides lasagna, which obviously you stated?
Hey, you know that was one of my favorites. But what do you mean?
What is your idea of a great meal? Because, we promised the people that we were going to be cooking this Sunday.
Everything you cook is a great meal.
Oh, that's the right thing to say, but what is the truthful answer? No repercussions.
Great meal? Anything smothered.
I'm talking about something that I can cook Sunday while we on live. I ain't finna be standing up in front of nothing, smothering nothing on Sunday while we on no live.
I'll smother it. You just tell me how to do it. I'll smother it.
You know what? What is a benefit of eating with the family? For me, when I was growing up, we only ate together as a family on holidays or when the pastor came over. My grandmama had this thing where she had this thing where when they would rotate in the church feeding the pastor. So I think on different Sundays, he went to different members' houses. I don't know how, but I just remember him coming, and I didn't too much like the fact that he would come, and he would sit at the head of the table. You know, like he the man of the house. Like, this is my granddaddy's house. Why you sitting at the head of the table? You know. But my granddaddy was in a wheelchair, so I get it. My granddaddy had his little space in the house where he was at, but I kind of was just mad because he ate before us. So I'm just going to be honest about it. I just didn't think that he should be eating before me. So I'm the one got to wash the dishes.
So all these years later, you still holding a grudge?
I ain't holding a grudge, but I'm actually healing through this process right now.
Okay.
I can feel the hurt. I can feel the pain. I can just feel the neglect and the abuse of being hungry and sitting there watching him eat. His belly was big. Oh, yeah, I can just feel all these feelings and these emotions coming up. But we're not going to hold on to them. We're going to take a deep breath.
Woosah moment.
And we're going to let it go.
Woosah. So let me ask you this. I don't have to worry. So based off of that story there, it's safe to say I would never have to worry about a pastor coming into my house and getting the plate fixed before I do.
Well.
Well.
The fact that you have to even ask me that question would signify some type of insecurity in you. And if that is the case, let me be the first to reassure you right now that a pastor can't do that. Maybe a bishop or apostle or something like that can, get some work. What? Okay, I'm just playing.
Yeah. All right.
I wish you could have saw your face just then. I wish you could have saw your face. That was a moment for the camera right there. I wish I could have captured that moment.
I bet.
Anyway, whatever. So, guys, if you don't know, now you know. It is important to sit down and have dinner together with your family.
Yeah.
Together. Not food is ready, everybody make a plate and go their separate ways. Our food is ready and everybody make a plate and just eat when they get ready. Not only does it have scientifically proven benefits, guys, it also helps with those who have to clean the kitchen. Because if everybody eat at one time, we can go ahead and get the kitchen clean and shut down for the night versus trying to wait for somebody to eat 5 minutes before it's time for them to go to bed. Now they don't have time to do the dishes because it's day night to do the dishes. You see what I'm saying? I ain't pointing no fingers and I ain't telling my family business. I'm just putting it out there.
But
your kids.
Hey.
Your kids.
You act like you ain't had no part in helping making.
Your kids.
All right. They got a lot of you in them too.
I'm just your kids.
But anyway, that family meal, it is very important. And I would say it's important to me because that is that time that I get to actually get to talk to the kids and actually get them one-on-one. Well, I ain't gonna say one-on-one, but actually get them to give me some feedback. Because our kids now, they actually got to the point to where they ain't studying us, man.
I know, and by forcing them to have family meals with us, it gives us the opportunity to get in their world.
Because they ain't studying us, man. They get into them phones and games and whatever, YouTube or whatever it is, Netflix, man, they ain't studying us. So, yeah, you're right. To have that meal, you actually get a chance to actually find out what's going on with them. And you'll be surprised, man. Like I say, when they're having a good meal, they prone to just tell you anything, man.
Yes, and sometimes you have to be careful about that because sometimes they tell you things and you be like, oh, my goodness, I really don't want to know that. You my kid. I'm not ready for that. But, okay, we having dinner, and dinner doesn't last no more than 20 to 30 minutes. I can endure it. I'm going to take a deep breath through it. Y'all, I'm taking a lot of deep breaths tonight. Matter of fact, let's take one right now. Let's pause for the calls and take a deep breath. Can we do that? We're going to take a deep breath. We're going to inhale for 3 seconds. We're going to hold it for 3 seconds, and we're going to let it out for 4 seconds. Ready? Let's take it in. All righty, let's get ourselves back centered and back grounded. Back to this topic at hand. We know we scatterbrain and we can go all off a subject, but tonight I really want to stay on the importance of family dinner. The importance of family dinner. It is very important to make sure that you're spending time with your family, guys. The only way kids are going to know that family still matters is if we show them that family still matters. And that starts with what we're doing in our home. We have not yet gotten to the word of the day with Queen Kimmy, but as we've said before, we focus on food, family, and fun. And the first thing you need to do is identify some places and areas in your family that you can spend time together. What does that look like? What does that feel like? Do you have family dinners with your kids? Do you have family dinner with your family? When is the last time you sat down and had a family dinner with your family? That is the question. That is serious. That is a huge thing. We all so busy doing this, that, and the third that we are forgetting that the most important thing is the value that we leave through those that we are here to touch. And that starts with our family, the ones that we call our family. And I'm not talking about relatives either. I'm talking about families. Okay?
I know for some people, due to work schedules and things like that, it's kind of hard for them to kind of do the family. Well, that's not even an excuse for real either, because I know one thing that sticks out to me that Queen Kimmy says a lot is people make time for things that's important to them. So I feel like if being around your family, spending family time, if that's something that's important to you, you're going to make that time for them to sit down and have that family dinner. Because like I said, for me and my household, it works for us.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. It works for us in our household because we have it scheduled. We may not do it every day, but the kids know what days. They know that certain days, like they know the last Sunday of the month, they know we having a family breakfast, a family dinner. They know that that's going down. And they know if they see Mama in there cooking more than one or two things for dinner, they know they might be having a family dinner. But sometimes we tell them and it's regular, and sometimes we just spur the moment, get them, because we don't want them to get too used to a routine, right? But schedules are good for kids. That is true too. But with our kids, you have to be kind of slick with them because they be doing their own thing. And they really don't be studying us no more. We kind of feel left out as parents. So by doing this podcast, this is one way we're hoping that we can connect with them in their teenage years and not be so left outside the road.
That's what we try to do when we do the live too, ain't it?
We don't supposed to say the word try. We said we were not going to use the word try anymore.
When we do the live podcast, what can I
just say it. Just say when we do instead of try.
When we do, they still find a way to try to run away and do their own thing.
Yeah, they want us to do it earlier because by that time they're already playing their own activities for the evening, and so we'd be interrupting their evening is what they said.
Well, anyways, I think it's time to get a word of the day. What you think?
Well, I think it's important that I go ahead and move on to the word of the day, but before we go to the word of the day, I want to say, we came on and we said that we were going to talk about the importance of family dinner. Mm-hmm. We gave some scientific reasons and some facts and some research-based data about why family dinners are important and some of the benefits of having a family dinner.
Okay.
We discussed how our family approaches family dinners.
Okay.
And we also engaged the audience with the question of, when is the last time you had family dinner? What does family look like and feel like for you? Do you think family dinner is important, or is family dinner not important? Mm-hmm. And then we closed it off with being very aware that for our own selfish reasons, we're making sure we continue to have family dinner so that we can see our kids when they growing on up in age. They still got to come look at our face so we can see what they're doing and stay engaged in their world. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, the importance of family dinner and why it's the best thing that you can do for your family.
All right. And on that note, I think it's time to go into my favorite part of the show, the word of the day, with no other than Queen Kimmy.
Word of the day with Queen Kimmy. Yes, guys, you know, it's amazing to me that my favorite part of the show is the fun fact with Sean 7, yet Sean 7's favorite part of the show is when Queen Kimmy comes on and shares with you guys a quote, some inspiration, some motivation, a word, or something to carry you through the week to the next time you get to hear this fantastic voice of mine. So today I'm going to come up with this little quote that I found. And I don't know where this quote came from. I looked up the origin. I did not see it anywhere. But I want to let you know, whoever you are out there listening to Scatterbrain Kingdom, we may be getting to you today. This may be your first podcast. You may have listened from the beginning. You may have went back and binged. Who cares? What we want you to know is no matter who you are, what your enculturation is, where you come from, what you have gone through, what cards have been dealt to you in life, if you start today, you will only get better. Why? Because every pro was once an amateur, and every expert was once a beginner. So dream big and start now. The first step in doing, executing, building, or obtaining anything is to just do it. So, my word of the day to you is just like Nike, baby. Just do it. Start now. If you need help turning your passion if you need help trying to figure out how you can profit for your purpose, reach out to me at queenkimmy.com and let's talk. Because I see so many people say, I'm going to profit from my passion. No, profit for your purpose. And your purpose should be your passion. Word of the day. Queen Kimmy. Queen Kimmy, baby. And I always give my husband an opportunity to add or take away.
That right there was self-explanatory itself. I don't need to say anything on that. You already know me. I'm gonna go get it. So
if you said it ain't nothing to say, why you still saying something anyway?
I was gonna let it go after that.
But you said you weren't gonna say nothing, but then you said something, so you are gonna say something.
Well, you know I'm gonna have something to say.
Well, don't say that you're not gonna say nothing.
Well, I ain't gonna have nothing. I wasn't gonna have a lot to say. I was gonna say what I said and let it go.
How you gonna cut me off? Just rude.
But you cut me off.
I'm trying to help you out.
But you still making my statement more than what it needed to be. I was finna be done and over with.
But I just want to make sure that we keep our show based on integrity and pure and raw and honest in the simplest form.
Always. This is as raw as it's gonna get.
It's raw as it get with Sean 7 and Queen Kimmy. Scatterbrain Kingdom.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, I got the rap just did. I got the flow a little bit.
You done snuck in some vocals. You done snuck in some rhymes. You just multi-talented, huh? Oh, there you go. Well, anyway, we appreciate it. And Scatterbrain Kingdom, like we said, we focus here on family, food, fun, and traveling. And what works for us might not work for you all. So take what you need.
And leave what you don't. The Lifestyle Podcast. Scatterbrain Kingdom.
We out.
We out.